What's up, drunken mullet? Oh, fuck that! What's up, drunken mullet? Jesus Christ, y'all are acting like this is a fucking wake. How are we feeling tonight? How are we feeling tonight? God damn, your grandma just didn't pass away. All right, as you guys know, I'm the Grizzly Villain, Anthony Roan, and just to let you guys know what I'm all about, I like to start off with just a simple little joke. What does a school shooter and my first time masturbating have in common? The magazine. Oh. Anybody fans of movies here?
Yeah.
Yeah, movies? See, I find movies and acting to be very interesting, in particular people who are method actors. For example, Daniel Day-Lewis was in character to play Abraham Lincoln for 6 months before he actually was in the movie. I find it more interesting the fact that Jamie Foxx hasn't played Ray Charles in 10 years, but he's really starting to nail the part right now. And if you're like me and you grow up and you see an actor in a movie when you're a child, that part is synonymous with that actor for the rest of your life. For example, Daniel Radcliffe will never be anything to me other than Harry Potter. That means any movie Daniel Radcliffe is in is an offshoot of Harry Potter. For example, recently he was in a movie called Guns Akimbo. And what that movie is about is he's a drunken internet troll that trolls a terrorist organization and is forced to be in this reality TV show where they make him kill people. It's also known as Harry Potter fucks around and finds out. Another Daniel Radcliffe movie that recently came out and bombed, and I'm only bringing this up because the image was fucking hilarious. He played a white supremacist skinhead, and it bombed because I feel like nobody was ready to watch Harry Potter and the Final Solution. Now, doing stand-up is hard enough as it is. It's even harder when you look like this, because I look like I could have been typecast as white supremacist number 2 in that film. I look like the poster child for being both anti-vax and the Capitol Hill riots. And I promise you, if you come up to me after the show, I cannot give you an application to become a Proud Boy. I don't know how that works. It's a secret society, skull and bones. But when I got asked to do this show, I was very nervous about it. Not because I don't think I'm funny. We all, as comedians, have mental health issues that just makes us want to be front and center of people. But because I'm so goddamn new at doing this, I've only been doing this for like 3 months now, all right? And when I got asked to do this, I accepted it, but I was feeling nervous. I was a little scared. So I did what I always do, and I reached out to my girlfriend because she's my rock, and she always gives me the most sound advice imaginable. And I said, baby, they're asking me to open up for Tanyalee Davis, but I don't want to fuck this up for you, the audience. And that's when she gave me the best advice ever and goes, well, you should be used to doing premature things by now. So, if you ever want to find out how badly you suck at sex, just ask for advice from your significant other. Any couples here tonight? All right, you guys in the back, how'd you meet? High school? Fuck yes! I love that shit. Meet people the old-fashioned way and in person. Listen, my generation, we had trust issues. We lived through 9/11. We don't trust shit after that, all right? But the big thing is meeting somebody in person is so much more acceptable, okay? Church functions, barbecues, friends' parties. I met my girlfriend the old-fashioned way. Her sister sucked my dick. True story. But she's a smoke show, and I look like this. So there's some insecurities there with that. And I caught her texting someone one day, and I just saw a text that said, I don't think we could do that in my Jeep. Now, automatically, being insecure, my head goes to worst case scenario. You can't doggy style in a Jeep? You can't ride him in a Jeep? What's the deal with this? And she quickly tried to calm my nerves by letting me know, baby, I used to babysit his daughter. It's not like that. Well, let me let you guys in on a little secret. From 2009 to 2012, I exclusively watched babysitter porn. This is a genre. You can't calm my nerves by saying you used to babysit his daughter. The other thing with that is I know from seeing that text message, I now get nervous when she handles my phone. My phone is my last little shred of privacy when you live with your significant other. And not saying that there's anything on my phone that would piss her off. All the nudes that are on my phone, she was there when they were taken. But in my head, the one time she will be handling my phone, one of you fucking hooers are going to decide to send me a titty picture in that moment. And it will start a fight. So if you want to start a fight this evening, my Instagram is @TheGrizzlyVillain, and feel free to show me your tits. Another part that's weird with getting old is the fact that if you watch MILF porn, all those MILFs are now technically in the guilt porn category. So we've grown together, kind of. Interesting. Another thing about getting older that I've discovered, 3 things. The first one is cocaine is actually everywhere. As a kid, you don't think it's everywhere, but a lot more people find it socially acceptable that if you get a little too drunk, nobody's going to judge a bump. Nobody's going to judge a little quick in the bathroom. Nobody gives a fuck. But I will tell you what I give a fuck about. Why are rugs so goddamn expensive? My girlfriend just paid $3,000 for a fucking rug that is outside that we wipe our fucking feet on before we come in the house. And then this bitch has the nerve to ask me to go on fucking vacation. Sit your ass right there, Jasmine. I'm going to show you the fucking world through a YouTube video. The other thing that's so goddamn expensive is fucking cheese. Why? She wanted a fucking charcuterie board. All right, Paula Dean, first thing you just spent $3 on a fucking rug. Number 2, cheese is $60 for a fucking wheel. I'm getting Kraft singles and you're gonna get what you fucking get. If you can't tell by now, guys, I am a full-fledged degenerate. And I like to gamble a little bit, okay? My bookie's a great app. And on my bookie, there's right now they have the odds for who's gonna be the Democratic presidential candidate. And one of the highest odds on there right now is RFK Jr. And people on both sides love this guy. But some of my more conservative friends recently found out his gun policies. And they're like, fuck him, man. He's going to take our guns. Now, I'm fairly open-minded. And just for whatever reason in the back of my head, I just can't think why a Kennedy would have an issue with guns. It's just, it's laying behind me somewhere. The other thing I recently found out that you can put money on mybookie.com is the Special Olympics. And I'm not saying you're going to hell if you put money on it, but I'm currently $70 in the hole thanks to Special Olympics powerlifting. And I firmly believe the reason behind that is USADA. This is the company that drug tests UFC fighters. And they also do the drug testing for the fucking Special Olympics. Drug testing. Now, don't bitch at me because I ain't created this word, but we all know the term. We all heard of retard strength? Yeah. We know that's a thing? Yeah. All I'm saying is put one of the powerlifters on a little HGH and let's lay another fucking 20 down on it and see what the fuck happens, right? The other thing that I found really fascinating was all the beef with the Little Mermaid movie. The remake? First off, you white people need to shut the fuck up about this. It's my people, the gingers that are getting fucked over here. Alright? Annie, Batgirl, all black men. It's all good though. The controversy that blew my mind was everyone got pissed off when they cast a gay porn star to be a merman. And the studio's like, we had no clue. The guy's name is Dante fucking Ferrari. I don't know, was Maserati Blue Balls busy that day and couldn't be in the fucking movie? We didn't even know he was a gay porn star. Motherfucker has a V10 in his cock. Speaking of having a big cock, does anybody else have neighbors that they just wish would commit a murder-suicide? Yeah. Every day since April of 2020, I've heard my neighbors fight about the most ridiculous things ever. And this includes my family getting pulled into their stupid shit. And shit, we got a text message from the neighbors one night asking us if we've been experiencing paranormal activity. For as pissed as I was, I humored this and I go, well, what kind of paranormal activity? Things moving in the house. I didn't put things where they were at. So now I make it a point to go out on their back porch every fucking night and just move shit around. I'll dress up in a ghost costume. Again, I realize it will make me look like a Klansman, but it's for a fucking joke, and you gotta admit that's funny. But the other reason why I want them to kill themselves so badly is because literally last week I smoked too much weed and I was sitting on my couch and I heard them fucking screaming. And it was the wife yelling at the husband, and she goes, "God damn it, Ricky, I married a man, not a sissy. If I catch you wearing my panties again, we're getting a divorce." Now, I feel like there's certain things that we should not know about our neighbors. Not on any fucking planet. However, I also don't kink shame. You want to get a little ring on the doorbell door and some sloppy toppy, that's your prerogative and you should go for it. However, if you have such a weird fucking kink, I'm not going to shame you, but I'm going to have some questions. For example, I want to know who the first person was who was like, "I'm going to wear a furry cat suit and shit in this litter box. And that's how I'm going to bust it up." I have cats. I've never seen my cat clean itself and just thought, not one fucking time. Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck is wrong with this nowadays, you know what I mean? The other thing that's blowing my mind is, if you're on social media, you already know about it, you've seen all the fucking jokes. 5 billionaires go down in a fucking submarine and don't come back. You want to see me flex on 5 billionaires real quick?
Yeah.
Gotta let that sink in. It's not beneath me. Well, they are, but it's not beneath me to make jokes. But the greatest part about it is this one motherfucker has a son named Brian Zess. And this little cocky, pompous prick is now a billionaire. And here's how I know he's a cocky, pompous prick. 5 hours after the submarine goes missing, prayers for my stepdad, praying hands emoji, black heart emoji. 17 hours later, he tweets from a fucking Blink-182 concert. "This is how I vent. I think my stepdad would want me here. Praying hands emoji, black heart emoji." And in my head, I just wonder if there's any part during that concert where he was like, maybe this is a bad look. Like maybe like, "Where are you? And I'm so sorry. We can live like Jack and Rose if we like." But even more fucked up, the first time I told that joke, as I'm telling that joke, two things fucking happened with this story. The first thing is Ocean Gate, the company that put on this little excursion, put out a post on Indeed looking for a new fucking submarine pilot. That's like ISIS putting out an ad for new suicide bombers. And number two, Cardi B gets into a fucking Twitter beef with the stepson, saying that it's in bad taste for him to be at a Blink-182 concert. Ladies and gentlemen, the fucking patron saint queen of good morals is questioning somebody on what they're doing at a concert. This bitch used to make money off of drugging men and robbing them. I've seen videos of her on Pornhub, I shit you not, looking it up, sticking beer bottles up her pussy for $5 a fucking pop and handing it back to people in Miami strip clubs. The queen of good morals, ladies and gentlemen. Be fishy some beers. You know, the funny thing is, when I first told that joke, I got off stage and this bitch came up to me and she goes, "That's so disrespectful, how dare you? You would have said that about the Challenger." Well, first off, lady, this is 2023 and the Challenger happened before I was fucking born, so yeah, you're right, I wouldn't. But number two, if you'd like, I think the Challenger exploded because they had a female driving. And it had nothing to do with her being a female. It had to do with the fact that she was a female substitute teacher, so she wasn't even good enough to be an actual teacher. Why is she piloting a space shuttle? These are the questions I have in life. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Anthony Rowan. Have a good night.